Hi, everyone. Welcome to our devotion for Sunday, March 14th. I hope you've had a good weekend already. We at home are getting ready for spring break starting tomorrow. But we're starting up our devotion today. We'll read Mark 9:33 to 35, and it goes, Jesus and his disciples came to Capernaum, and when he was in the house, he asked them, "What were you arguing about on the way?" But they were silent, for on the way they had argued with one another who was the greatest. He sat down, called the 12, and said to them, "Whoever wants to be first must be last of all and servant of all." And here ends our reading. So this picks up really quick after the Transfiguration story, where Jesus picked his three, Peter, James, and John, and took them up to the mountain. I've always wondered why Andrew was left out of that story. Andrew is always listed as one of the first disciples, but Andrew always gets left out of the favorite three, right? And so when they come down from the mountain and they're going on their way back home to Capernaum, of course they're going to start arguing about, "Oh, I'm his favorite because I got picked to do this." And poor Andrew is left out, who says, "No, I must be his favorite because I was his first." And James and John are arguing, and then all the rest of them start to argue. Of course, they're going to argue about who is the favorite one, who is the best one, who is the one that Jesus likes the most. And notice the distinction here between Jesus and his disciples, which is a much larger group, and just the 12. Jesus had these kind of concentric circles of leadership and organization. Of course, there was him, and then he had his three, Peter, James, and John, and then he had the 12, and then he had the rest of the disciples, each one of the 12 probably in charge of teaching, leading another group. Right? There was a structure and organization that he was building. And so anytime you put people together, we'll argue about who's better, who's best, who's head, who's tail. And so not even in the church are we immune to that. We're not even immune to trying to achieve greatness. And what does that mean? And we'll argue about that forever. I don't know if there's really any solution to that except just to notice it, to realize it, and then to calm it in ourselves and in others. Right? Jesus says to his 12 that whoever wants to be first must be last of all and servant of all. Right? The one who wants to be the leader is the one who leads by example and by duty and by responsibility and by love and care for everyone else. And that's what Jesus models, and that's what we have to try and learn today and every day. Let's end with our prayer. Jesus, servant of all, you humbled yourself to save us. Help us to follow your example. Amen. God bless you today.